Chapter 13 Pranas and Evolution Mystery of Breath. Life force, Prana Shakti are the mysterious part of breath. The air we breathe contain life force along with oxygen and other constituents. How this prana exists in the atmosphere along with the air around us is a spiritual, scientific, and a mysterious mystery. Atmosphere in which we breathe is disinfected medium. It cleans all the toxins exhausted by the creatures instantaneously and always remains disinfected under all normal conditions. There is no scientific explanation to explain this continuous natural process happening in the atmosphere. It is a mysterious mystery of the nature. It may be termed as divine miracle. Furthermore, one can live without food and drink for quite some time, but not without the breath and the life force, that is the pranic energy. Human being is dead without breath. Breath gives subtle energy to the human system. No breath, no life. It is the dormant life force. Moreover, breath is the only refined mode of transmission with the cosmos, that is the universe. It is the inbuilt communicating medium with each other for all living beings in the world. It is the only practical linkage between inner and outer surroundings. Inner system is badly affected if the outer surroundings are not healthier and infected. After the breath is taken inside through nostrils, it becomes shavasa, that which gives vasa energy to shava, to dead. It means breath energizes the body. Prana Shakti is separated at Visuddhi Chakra at throat region from the Shavasa. This Prana Shakti is further transformed in Vayana Prana at the heart region at the Hara Chakra, from where it gets distributed in the human system and keeps the system and vital organs working by the pranic energy or life force. It has also been visualized that breath is transformed in Prana Shakti at the Hara Chakra located at the heart center. There are total 10 types of pranas in a human body, out of which 5 are very significant. They have very specific role to play to make the human body healthy and at the same time help the sadhaka for mergence with the being, that is the supernal. The important pranas are prana, vayana, samana, udana, apana, naga, karma, kurkura, devdata and dhananjaya. These are transformed from the breath energy in the human system. The process of transformation of breath energy into life force, pranic energy, has not been conceptualized neither spiritually and nor by science. However, existence of life force in the human system has been established by various modes. The pranic energy of the breath is transformed into samana prana, the vital energy at the Manipura and Swadhisthhanam region. The Vayana prana distributes the pranic energy of the samana prana. Depending on the needs of the different organs of human system, samana prana is distributed. Apana prana in the lower organs is generated from the vital prana shakti. Apana prana helps for secretion and the functioning of the excrete system, and also it removes waste of body. These pranas are self-generated in the system by the pranic energy of the breath and is automatically distributed in the system by the auto-regulatory process. However, the process of generation is great mystery. Apart from the above, 4 types of pranas, that is samana, vayana, apana and vital prana, as discussed, udana prana is required to be generated in the system by the close interaction of vayana prana, vital prana with the samana as well as apana prana at the navel center. By the mutual impact of these pranas, one set of pranas moving downwards and another set moving upwards create a new prana that is named as udana prana. This is newly generated prana by the impact of 4 pranas is basically a life force and the spiritual energy. The Udana Prana can also be generated by the recitation of mantra, giving impact to the navel region, and listening the same deeply by concentration of the mind through the own ears. The movement of the navel region by mantra recitation generates the Udana Prana. Kriya Yoga technique also generates the Udana Prana that increases the spiritual energy. Furthermore, breathing through by movement of navel region in and out and by deeply mentally observing this process also generate the Udana Prana, that is, the spiritual energy. By the Yoga Sadhana, this Udana Prana is brought to the Muladhara Chakra, and from there it is allowed to ascend by yoga practices to higher centers. And gradually this passes through Swadhisthana and Manipura chakras, and consequently it reaches to the Dahara chakra, that is the heart center. At Dahara chakra, it penetrates either on Ramdwar or Aramdwar or at the Ichhadwar gate. If it strikes at Rama gate, spiritual aspirant gets the feeling of happiness. Its penetrating at Arama gate gives the dual feeling of happiness and sadness because of the problems on the horizontal worldly plane. If life force at Dahara chakra strikes at Ichhadwar gate, aspirant feels the state of Apurbhava. It is the blissful state at Dahara chakra. And if life force penetrates directly from navel center correctly at the Ichha gate, it can ascend with high kinetic energy and easily reach to apex center on passing through Visuddhi chakra, Lambika chakra and Ajana chakra. At Dahara, life force gives Nahada of Reem and Om automatically. If life force penetrates at Rama or Arama gate, the chances for reaching the apex center is remote. This may happen because of the lack of transformation of magnetic functional energy from the Dahara chakra into the life force at this gate, which may not be adequate to reach the highest center easily. In general, Udana Prana increases the spiritual energy in the sadhaka, and by its help, when it crosses the Hara through Ichha gate, it takes with it the Jivatma, that is, personalized soul, to the Ajna chakra after getting it purified at Visuddhi and Lambika chakra. Sadhaka can himself understand easily from where the life force has penetrated. Udana Prana is the carrier of the soul as the divine light towards Absolute. It is skyness carrier of the spiritual energy. Each one of us has this energy, but it is required to be generated, directed, felt, worshipped, and finally to be taken along with the Kundalini power and soul to the abode of silence, converting it into the light at the Ajna chakra, then via Anmani chakra to the supernal, that is the Absolute. There are other subprana named as Naga, Karma, Kurkrara, Devdata, and Dhananjaya. These are basically required to carry out the reflex functions of the body, like eyes closing and opening, removing the Vayu from the digestive system by burp, etc., vomiting function when system needs to vomit, etc. Out of these subpranas, Dhananjaya prana is very significant. By this prana, which is trapped in the abdomen region, the dead body of a person gets swelling and bolted up. It is the last prana which leaves the body after death. Sometimes, due to various unforeseen reasons, it is not able to leave the dead body. Then, before pyres is lit or before cremation, when the body is put on the ground, the breath trapped in the abdomen is released by lower organs by the impact of handling the dead body, and thus Dhananjaya prana leaves the dead body. It is generally the last prana to release from the body after death. However, due to various unknown reasons, if this prana is not released from the dead body, the dead man comes into consciousness if this prana travel upwards in place of getting released from the lower organs. Sometimes if it is not released through lower organs, instead it ascends to lungs and heart, then the dead body gets the consciousness even on the burial ground and even before the pyres are lit. These are rare cases which have happened practically, however, very rarely. Such cases have been reported and duly documented. This is all by the miracles of Dhananjaya Prana. Basically, Dhananjaya Prana is earthbound and Udana Prana is skybound. Both are located in the Udana, that is the navel center of stomach. Dhananjaya Prana may act after death, whereas Udana Prana is made to act in the living body to uplift spiritual aspirant to enhance spirituality. In general, all types of pranas are generated from breath, but these are linked in complex pattern with breath. Even in a dead body, prana that has already been mixed or combined with food can get trapped in stomach of a dead body with partially digested or undigested food. This trapped prana in a dead body acts as a Dhananjaya prana after the death of a person and is present even at burial grounds. This may act as a tool to revive the dead body. This shows food needs prana for digestion and it has the capacity to hold the prana even after the death. After death, the prana may leave through eyes, nose, mouth, or even ears. It all depends where are the inclination of vasanas in the mind at the time of death. If a person wants to smell a particular odor at the deathbed, his prana may leave through nose. If he wants to hear melody, etc., it may leave through ears. Similarly, if he is very much desirous to see or eat something, his prana may leave through eyes or through the mouth, respectively. But if an advanced spiritual aspirant is able to bring his prana up to the Ajna chakra, then it is certain that his prana may leave through the apex center and from nowhere else. For yogis, prana leaves as transformed light through the apex center and merges with the supernal light. Leaving of prana depends on thoughts at the time of death. Some prana is always trapped at Dhananjaya prana in the abdomen and leaves through lowest centers only. This may happen sometimes after the death or at the time of death. Beside above, there is a Shastra, also known as holy book, called Chaya Shastra. This explains that by the help of size of Chaya, one can predict at least 6 months before when the person is likely to leave this world. For spiritually advanced, self-realized yogis, there is no Chaya since they are full of light, but appear in the physical forms like common human beings. Demigods don't have Chaya shadow. In short, type of pranas, their importance, their function has been duly recorded from which location pranas leave the body. Also, what are the conditions that prevail to allow the pranas to leave from the particular sense organs? The highest achievement for an aspirant is when his prana leaves from the apex center and he subconsciously knows when he is likely to leave the body. All this is by the grace, lifelong spiritual engrossment of an aspirant and blessings of Almighty, and to take step into being, and to transcend time and space, which one cannot achieve even after his best efforts and sadhana without the wish of the being. So, prayer and his blessings are the prerequisite for this achievement. Furthermore, if one is succeeded to have full control on his breath, then he may be able to retain his health till the end of his life, and he may leave his body in full consciousness without any ailment. Basically, breath is life, breath is God, and breath is a mean to transcend time and space.